Well, those are the two goal scorers, Christine Sinclair alongside Kelly Hubley. Sinclair, well, it's not her first time scoring a goal, but for Kelly Hubley, it was her first time scoring a goal in the NWSL. As one continues her goal scoring journey, the other just gets started. And Didi Haracic beat twice tonight, but she has come up with some big saves as well. As Elton Garcia sends us on our way for the second 45 minutes of play. The Portland Thorns trying to close out their first win in the last 4. They come in winless over those last 4 games with 3 draws. But here's Janine Becky right off the start. The cross comes in towards the corner of the 6-yard box. And Angel City able to get this clear. With Anna Whitty, I'm Josh Eastern. Thanks for joining us. Some late night action in the NWSL. And closing out this Friday night across the league, setting up a busy Saturday as well. Here's Sinclair for Smith. Sinclair keeps it in. Is it all the way to that end line? Cut across. Becky, another chance. Falls to that far side, and it's put out of play. Good opportunity there for Kuika, who found herself in acres of space.
Kuika back in that right wing back position. I like her on the right side, opposed to the left, playing on her strong foot, but she's smiling, wishing she could have that one back. Just a weird, awkward bouncing ball. Wasn't able to get over top of it to get a threatening shot. Portland Thorns have done a really good job this season coming out as the aggressor in the second half, and you see that so far in this game. They possess a little bit, they push it down the flank, and they're getting those balls and those crosses inside the 18 early.
Trying to switch the point of attack in Angel City with space to work. Reed. Simone Charlie. Lucy. Trying to just play that down the line for McCaskill. And it's a corner kick for Angel City.
Lucy, again, a big part of that build-up, creating those opportunities. She was looking for that service inside the box. Well done, just not to rush it and to create a set-piece opportunity for Angel City.
June Endo on the in-swinger. Puts it into a dangerous area. Portland, though, able to deal with it initially. Riley trying to keep it alive. Sophia Smith nearly getting loose, if not for Lucy. Curled back in, the header looping up and over the bar. It's a couple times now that Angel City have had good opportunities on aerial balls sent in, but not able to find the frame this time.
Angel City's looking to find Portland Thorns on their heels in a transition moment. Well done by Endo to keep that alive. Reed's inside the box. She does a really good job of getting her head on it. But again, she's not in the right position, not able to redirect that one on frame.
Some energy for Angel City right out of the halftime locker room. McCaskill trying to cut it across, and it trickles out of play. It's a corner kick. Endo. The whistle will stop play and give Portland a free kick. You mentioned it in the open that Angel City's won every game in which they've scored in. They're to do that tonight, they have a long way back.
Angel City's also only played one other game on the road in the regular season, so they're in a different situation. They've got a huge fan base at home that they're able to play in front of.
This one's headed out of play, but to your point, it was Freya Coombs saying, the crowd doesn't really bother us. We play in front of now the biggest crowd of the NWSL.
But now this crowd is booing them and not cheering from them like they do in Los Angeles. And it's a completely different environment. You have to travel. You're not in your home situation. It's an expansion team. There's a lot of different new faces on this team this season. So it is an adjustment for a team. Again, they've only played 6 games so far in the regular season. Still trying to find that continuity as well.
That one game away from home against the Washington Spirit, they did win it by a goal to 0. Kristen Press able to score the lone goal on that day.
You mentioned Angel City scoring. In the regular season, they've only had one other game, their first regular season game, where they scored more than just 1 goal. So Angel City has to find a way to be more of a threat and find the back of the net 2 or 3 times in a match and really find a way to bury a team. Right now, they're getting those 1-0 wins, and they're staying in at the top of the table, but there just has to be more of an urgency to finish for this Angel City team more often.
And the only other time they scored multiple goals was, you have to go all the way back into the Challenge Cup. Remember that 4-2 loss against San Diego Wave. One of those goals was technically an own goal. You know, there'd be a few growing pains for an expansion side.
One of the big things that Kuhn talked about when it came to her team finishing their chances is they just have to be in the box earlier, and they have to find themselves in undefendable situations.
Recaro. Trying to find space on that left side. It deflects out of play. This time it's a corner kick for Angel City. Riley will leave it for McCaskill.
Angel City with 6 corner kicks in this game. And again, to the point of the set pieces and the opportunities that they're creating for themselves, they're doing the hard work. But now it's just finding themselves, again, in those undefendable situations, spots on the field within the 18 where they can finish it.
The in-swinger in towards Bixby, who's able to hold on to it. Trying to distribute quickly there was Bixby. Nothing really doing. Lebion. Pinballing around at that end line. It's another corner kick for Angel City. Endo, another in-swinger. Sinclair got her head on it first. Kristen Press puts it back into the mixer and is bouncing out of play. It's another corner kick for Angel City. So the pressure stays on.
It's great defense by Portland, too, to clear that initial ball, trying to get it high and wide, Press trying to keep that ball inside the box. But again, Angel City, they just need a little bit more urgency and the willingness to get on the end of this ball.
This one played short in for Press, who then tried to quickly move it along. Caskill heads it down. Lucy will take a drive towards goal and onto the top of the netting.
Lucy initially looking for Gilles, who's making that run in behind. She's on top of Portland's 2 center backs. That's the target that Angel City has been looking for a lot, especially when Gilles is inside the box because of her aerial presence. overhit by Lucy there, but those are huge opportunities. 2 back-to-back corner kicks for Angel City in this match. Wasn't able to do anything with it, put any shots on target.
And you talk about those good opportunities, and Freya Coombe talked about the performances being good over the last few weeks, creating a lot of good opportunities, and it's kind of brought in a sense of a bit of disappointment for this team, and that they've put in the performances, they've gotten the good chances, they just have not been able to finish them off. We'll see what they can do here as Press brings this down very well. Press, the cross, and just behind Simone Charlie.
To Coombe's point, there was only 1 player inside the box when Press made that cross.
And here's Sophia Smith. Smith weaving through, and another big save from Haracic. Smith is showing everything in the bag tonight.
Smith, such a talented forward. The way that she's able to shake off 3 Angel City defenders, get herself inside the 18. Haracic steps to the near post, able to save that one. But watch as Smith drags that ball to her left to get it on her left foot. Just enough time to get that shot off. Smith so dangerous, so hard to shut down. And Angel City caught chasing in that transition moment.
A player that Rian Wilkinson called a supreme athlete has showed her skill, her strength, some of that pace as well. And an assist already. This one flicked along. Sugita will track it down. Now the cross comes in towards the near post. Haracic gets it out. Rodriguez was lurking. Sugita feeds it off to the right. Driven ball in. Still alive. Trying to get something on target. And this one just wide from Coffey.
Nice job by Portland to keep those balls alive. Switching from the left side of the field to the right side of the field. Sugita noticing that ball is going to come all the way back out. She does a good job of keeping it alive and beating Charlie with that simple pass back. Portland's done a good job of being inside the box in the right spots. Angel City stepping up at the right time to clear those balls out.
Here's Lebion. Floated up and over the top. Flank stays down. Here's Smith. Sinclair up ahead. Sophia Smith dispossessed. Recaro coming from behind. Recaro still in there. It's Sinclair. And this out of play.
Angel City lucky with that sloppy play there, making a pass inside the field where Sinclair is right there trying to finish it off right at the top of the 18. They have to be more clinical. They have to be cleaner with those touches and make sure that they're finding their teammates' feet, especially out of their own back half.
Charlie's lurking. Charlie! Another save from Bella Bixby. Know that Simone Charlie would want nothing more than to score against her former club. Here it is again.
Transition moments is where Angel City is finding Charlie, left-hand side of your screen. She uses her head, tries to jump over Hubley. Just not enough power behind that ball. The big reason why Angel City is trying to find Charlie by herself is because defensively, Kristen Press is dropping off, and she's helping out the defensive areas for Angel City, which allows Charlie to be kind of that lone attacker up top and the only player that Angel City can play through in transition moments.
Here's Lucy. Here's Endo. Finds space on that left side. Keeps it moving for Press. Her cross comes in. Headed right towards the penalty spot. And Portland able to get it clear. Gilles keeps it in for Angel City. Press. Recaro. Press coming over. And now the referee will blow for a foul.
Well played by Coffee and well timed to step to that ball when she sees her opportunity. She's sitting on the back line of her own team. She wants to slow down Angel City, but she doesn't want to step out at the wrong moment. She does a really good job of stepping up. I like the progression of Coffee so far this season. She's really fallen into that 6 role and done a really good job, not only with her leadership and her ability on the field, but her soccer IQ has grown as well. She's choosing when to step at the right moments, but also when it's smart to drop off.
Doreen Wilkinson called her the quarterback of the team. Really controlling things right in the center of the park for the Thorns.
A compliment to be called the quarterback of a team, because the quarterback has to have that leadership and that natural born confidence, and you see that in a lot of Coffee's play, not only how she's directing players on the field, but how confident she is in the decisions she's making on the pitch.
Recaro for press. Caskell trying to take it. Recaro. Here's Riley. Slides it in for Endo. June Endo with the cross. Just enough of a deflection on it to take it out of the path of press. Recaro moves it back out to the right side. Pardon me, left side. Here comes McCaskill. Le'Veon. All the way to that end line. And it's out for a corner kick.
A lot better from Angel City when it comes to their attack. They try to get into the 18 several times, then they pull it out and they're patient.
Riley flipping this towards goal. And right at Bella Bixby.
Portland knows that Angel City is going for Gilles every single time that ball bounces out and there's a long ball over top. 2 Portland defenders on top of Gilles to allow that ball to go into Bixby's hands.
And it will be the first substitution of the night, and it comes for Angel City. It's the end of the night for Vanessa Gilles, as Paige Nielsen will check in.
Gilles had a great performance tonight, especially with how well she dealt with Sophia Smith and the amount of times that Portland did a good job of putting those balls in behind. She slowed her feet and she tracked down Smith, but also on the attacking side, she did a good job of getting inside the box, fighting for those balls. Just wasn't as deadly because the Thorns knew how much Angel City is trying to target her in the box on the attack.
These are the first minutes of the season that Vanessa Gilles is missing. She played and started in all 6 Challenge Cup games, started every match up until now, and the first time that she's being taken out of a match. It's about an hour tonight. And that might be just to look at the long game and seeing that she has played every single minute. This is turned over. In for Smith, bouncing through, and Haricic there.
Coach Coombe also talked about how tough the schedule is coming up for Angel City, so giving some other players opportunities, seeing a little bit of a rotation tonight, but Nielsen also has that experience. She won a championship with the Washington Spirit last season. Coming off an injury, she knows exactly what's needed from Coombe in that center back role, and also for that partnership to grow with Megan Reed on that back line.
Angel City back at home on Tuesday. They'll take on the Houston Dash and then a trip to Louisville next Saturday. So 2 more games coming up this week for Angel City. And it's Savannah McCaskill who stands over this set piece. McCaskill in towards that near post, flicked along off the crossbar. McCaskill, another good ball in. And Angel City denied by the woodwork.
Unlucky by Angel City. A great ball in from McCaskill. And Ricardo in the right place at the right time. Again, just wasn't able to redirect that one down just a little bit, goes off the crossbar. Angel City's there, whether it's from set pieces or they're being able to possess a little bit more in the second half and find it in the 18 more.
Charlie making the run is put out of play. It's another corner kick.
Ricardo using her head inside of the 18. She holds her run a little bit to allow that ball to come across, to allow herself to run on top of the ball instead of trying to head it from behind.
It's the 11th corner of the match for Angel City. McCaskill wanted to take it short, I think, to press. Now we'll back off. McCaskill floats it in. Charlie's up for it. And up and over the bar once again. And Angel City's been dangerous on those aerial balls.
It's been the same play over and over again for Angel City. They're looking for the heads of their players inside the 18. Now it's about the practice and being able to get on top of the ball, lose their defenders, and really try and find a way to make those balls dangerous, especially from corner kick set piece opportunities, now with 8 already in this game.
Looking at passes in the final third. Almost 80 more passes in that final third of the field for Angel City than Portland. Portland have been, I guess, okay and content to play out on the counterattack like they are here. Kuika rolls it in. It's Sinclair, and she just missed it. Becky sends it back. Sinclair, she won't miss twice. And it's a brace for Christine Sinclair. Portland in dreamland. It's 3-0 at home.
Both wingbacks for Portland so dangerous in this transition moment for the Thorns. It starts with Kuika down the right side. She holds her run, and all the way on that left side, Becky is making that run. She's sprinting to find herself inside the box. Watch as Becky, she picks her head up, and she sees Sinclair on that back post. Angel City's defense isn't organized. They're not ready for that ball to come back inside, and Sinclair is just able to redirect that one far post, side netting. And again, 3 points now for Portland.
The Canadian connection. Janine Becky, her first assist back in the NWSL, connecting with Christine Sinclair, who notches a brace. And this was pretty much against the run of play, everything going the way of Angel City.
Right before that happened, Josh, you mentioned how much Angel City has been in the attacking half in this game. It's been in the exact moment that they're in right now, but Portland Thorns have been content with it. They're defending. Their team defense has looked really solid. You can see their back line checking their shoulders every few seconds. Just the transition moments that the Thorns are able to capitalize on.
This will be the 12th corner kick of the match for Angel City, and when you just look at this second half alone, 70% of the possession in favor of Angel City, but more of the shots going to Portland 6-4, and the expected goals just a little bit better for Portland as well, which comes to show you that when they're out on the counter, they can be very deadly. And here's McCaskill curling it in again. Portland has done well defending those set pieces.
for Angel City moving forward. They have to find a way to convert. And I know I've talked about the set piece opportunities for Angel City, but when you have 12 corner kicks in a match and you're not even able to make it difficult for Bixby to make a save, you have to find a way to switch it up or make yourself really hard to defend and find a goal. And that starts in training too, with players just getting reps, trying to get those balls in the box.
As a substitution comes into the game for Portland, it'll be the end of the night for Rocky Rodriguez. Yasmin Ryan comes on, and now you have a trio of Sinclair, Janine Becky, and Yasmin Ryan, who are all in the top 10 in the NWSL in chances created coming into the game tonight. They all had 8, and I'm sure that has gone up at least for Sinclair and Becky. We'll see what Ryan can provide. And her first NWSL assist. And also scored, Yasmin Ryan did, in the Challenge Cup against this Angel City side. For Christine Sinclair, the 6th brace of her regular season career. Coffee ready to deliver. Plays it into space, looking for Kuika. Fends off Riley. Sinclair. Harachich got there first. Here's Sinclair, able to look upfield. Yasmin Ryan. Or Janine Becky. Becky cuts it infield. Janine Becky going for the curler. And bouncing this wide, looking for her first NWSL goal since 2017 with Houston.
Last week, Becky played on that right side. But I like that now Becky on the left side, she's able to get that ball inside, get a shot off. Watch as she sees as Ricardo's trying to step to her, slow down that ball. She takes a shot, just hits far post.
Janine Becky, of course, coming over after 4 years with Manchester City, and also spent time in the NWSL with Houston and with Gotham. Well, Ally is proud to support this presentation of the National Women's Soccer League. Ally, do it right. Lucy. Floated forward for Charlie, and now Endo. Hoping for the run there of McCaskill. So it'll trickle through for Bixby once again. Portland looking for its first win at home since that 3-0 win over Kansas City to open up the regular season, and they have had quite a few home games already to start this regular season. It's already their 5th out of 6. It just so happens their next 2 will be on the road. 4 of their next 5 will be on the road if you look even farther down the schedule. And a couple of substitutions coming. It's the end of the night for June Endo, as Lily Nabet will come on. And it looks like Simone Charlie will also make her way off, as Hope Breslin will come on. So a couple of rookies come on. A nice ovation there for Simone Charlie, the former Portland Thorn.
Charlie ran very hard up top for Angel City. When they tried to find her in those transition moments over the top, just wasn't able to beat Nally, who did a really good job of slowing her down in this game. And Portland taking out Indo, who's been huge for Angel City. We've seen her play a lot of in the midfield a lot for Angel City in the regular season, but really wasn't able to do much in this game, especially inside the box.
So for Breslin and Nabet, couple of rookies. Breslin, the first draft pick in Angel City history. Nabet picked 8 picks later out of Duke. And right now, the same score line as it was in this fixture in the Challenge Cup. And a space down that right side. The cross comes in, immediately deflected away.
Great switching of the attack from Portland to start that buildup. It's on the left side of the field, and it's a great ball over top the entire midfield to try and go down that right flank. Angel City doing a good job of slowing them down. But for Angel City, they have to find a way to regain possession and not give away those simple passes.
Ryan's ball in, too close to Haricic. Down the line looking for press, and Sauerbrunn will usher it out of play. And another couple of substitutions. That will be the end of the night for Christine Sinclair, and her 6th career brace, now tied with Lynn Williams for 2nd all-time in regular season goals, as Morgan Weaver will replace Sinclair.
The Thorns didn't play much with the ball up top. They really found their moments in transition. Sinclair in the right spots at the right time with her great soccer IQ and her ability to get inside the box when she was needed tonight.
The other player coming off being Becky Sauerbrunn. And it's Gabby Provenzano coming on. 22nd pick out of Rutgers in the most recent draft. It's actually the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year, and maybe started her career as more of a defensive midfielder, but moving into that center back position. Here's press. Now Ryan. Portland trying to see this out. Trying to bookend this first segment of the season at home with a couple of 3-0 wins, but maybe they want more. Smith. Caro.
Vaccaro a little too slow to play that up the field. On the left side, Breslin was by herself. Try and find a way to build it up, find the feet of your forwards just a little bit faster, and then get forward to help them and be there for them in the attacking third. It's been a lot of transition moments for Angel City instead of putting the ball on the ground in the attacking third and playing.
Next Angel City home game coming up this Tuesday. Go to angelcity.com/tickets to get your tickets today. Two teams coming off, at least at this moment, opposite results. Houston a 5-0 win against Orlando tonight, while Angel City right now being shut out. Sugita for Ryan. Coffey keeps it moving. Now Janine Becky for Morgan Weaver. Fights to the end line. And it's out of play. It's a corner kick for Portland. Haven't said that in a while.
Portland Thorns have been finding themselves being really direct, trying to find the ball over the top a lot in this game. And this is where they're building up. They're trying to possess a little bit more, finding Weaver's feet in the attack. Well defended by Reed, just to use her body and see that ball out.
Great crowd tonight at Providence Park as Smith bounces this in. There's Becky. Clips it in. It's picked off. And it's Kristen Press running at Provenzano. Press still going, and Press fires it out of play. Trying to do it all herself and just couldn't find the finish in the end.
Press so lethal with the ball at her feet because she's so quick, and it's just that one step to put her past Provenzano with her left foot, but she gets herself under the ball a little too much, doesn't strike it with her laces or put herself over top of the ball, and she hits it over the net. That type of play from Press is what Angel City needs to revive them and get them back in this game, trying to get one goal, because they've been there a lot in this game. They've been in the attacking third. They just need a player or two to help them find that spark.
And now a couple of players coming on. It will be Stephanie Ferrer Van Ginkel will make her Angel City regular season debut tonight. Miri Taylor will also be coming on. Ferrer Van Ginkel, who signed for Tigres in June of 2021, transferred to Angel City this past January. Actually played her college soccer at West Virginia. As for Miri Taylor, from Gillingham, England, was actually the second youngest player to debut at Chelsea at 16 years old. And she was first team All-American out of Hofstra, where she played her college soccer. As Lucy sends this in. A nervy defensive clearance right on the other side of the post. And it's out for another corner kick.
Portland finding themselves on their heels a little bit. It's been dangerous from Lucy a lot in the first half down that right flank. And you see Lucy, she wants one. She's continuing to get forward because there's nothing to lose. If she gets forward, continues to put those balls inside the box.
Taylor takes the corner. Recaro. 12 shots for Angel City, but just 2 of them have found the target. Gonna roll that in. Chance to see some of the younger players get their chance tonight for this Angel City side. Riley on her left foot, floating this forward, and it's taken by Bixby.
You mentioned some newer faces on the field for Angel City. A great time in the season for Coach Coombe to figure out who she has in what positions. This is only the 6th game for Angel City in the season, so they're still trying to figure out continuity and really what players she wants in the right spots at the right time, and who can be some big substitutions once we head into July and we see a lot of international players leaving.
Of course, the CONCACAF W Championship upcoming. That will be contested in Monterrey in July. And of course, the Euros also coming up this summer. A lot of international competition ahead of next year's World Cup. Angel City streaming forward again. And nothing doing there.
patience needed for Angel City in that last attack. Breslin just needs to allow her teammates to come up with her, and it gives an opportunity now for Portland to kill some time on the clock.
Here's Becky. Janine Becky coming in, going for the curler, and just pushed aside. Hardachich, another fine stop.
Becky figuring out when she can get forward, especially in the second half. She beats Ferrer Van Ginkel with that one touch, trying to curl that one inside Hardachich. It's a really good save to get down early. I like Becky on that left side. She seems to do a good job of cutting it in, using her right foot, and picking her moments and knowing when Lucy's dropping off to defend more so that she can get higher.
Another corner kick here for Portland. Driven ball in once again. Heads go up. Angel City can get into the attack. Taylor. Provenzano. Coffee battling and taken off the ball by Lebion. Angel City come into the attack again. Trying to cut it back. Here's the cross. Provenzano gets it away. Recaro. Curling this in, bouncing through, it's Lucy. Was able to keep that in play. Still might turn into something. Another deflected shot. Had Bixby scrambling, but it's on top of the net. And another corner kick for Angel City.
A good initial cross from Lucy to keep that ball alive on the far post. Breslin, she keeps it down. She wins it back inside the box. Rather, Lebion, she just hits it over top, deflected by a Portland player. Again, another set piece for Angel City where they're gonna have to find a way just to get a touch on it. That's going to have to be the biggest adjustment for Angel City moving forward this season, is how are they going to convert or really make themselves lethal inside the box. Portland has had it pretty easy and hasn't really struggled much to defend those balls in the box against Angel City.
Now this will be the end of the night for Hina Sugita. And it's Taylor Porter to come on, the 24-year-old out of San Diego. And that will also be the end of the night for Janine Becky, as Madison Pogarsh will be coming on. So an experienced player in Pogarsh, her 4th season with the club. As for Porter, was signed as a national team replacement player in July of last year. Was able to stick around with the club out of NC State. And the final substitutions now for both sides.
Ahead of this game, Coach Wilkinson spoke about how her team is on a different journey from last season, how she's got so many new faces on the pitch. They're playing in a completely different system. Portland's getting their first win tonight since April 30th. And I like how we've seen this team just connect a little bit more tonight. We're seeing a little bit of what Coach Wilkinson's going to want to do a lot this season. You have a different player trying to replace Angela Salem in that 6th position. Coffey's done a really good job of helping out defensively tonight. Natalie's been on the field in that center back role, has put out a really good performance against Charlie. Some different faces, but the continuity continues to grow, and we've seen a lot of what Wilkinson's going to want out of this team here in this win tonight.
A player down for the Portland Thorns, and they are out of substitutions. They've used all 5. Provenzano, Porter, Ryan, Weaver, and Pogarsh coming on. If she's not able to continue on, or we'll have to go down to 10 players for the remaining few minutes. It's Yasmin Ryan getting back onto her feet. As we get into 3 minutes of Verizon stoppage time. Well, looks like Ryan does need to come off, and a big player in terms of depth for Portland this year, so hopefully it's not anything major.
Not sure what happened to Ryan in that last play, but Ryan has been a huge player, especially in the Challenge Cup, getting the start a lot so far this season. Again, in a new system, a new midfield, playing with Sagita and Coffey has been a really good balance getting forward and helping out the attack of the Thorns this season.
So Portland down to 10 with Ryan coming off the field. Porter moves this out to the right side as Portland just try to see this out. Well, it was a chance for Angel City with 3 points tonight to go to the top of the standings. That not the case, as it has been a really, really solid performance tonight from the Portland Thorns. 2 goals within 3 minutes, the 15th and the 18th, and able to put it away come the second half with another brace from Christine Sinclair.
It's taken a lot of Angel City players to slow Smith in this game. 3 players in that last play trying to slow her down inside the box, now not allowing another opportunity on net. Portland Thorns with 9 shots on target to Angel City's only 2. You speak a lot about how much Angel City was inside the box tonight, really threatening, but again, that final touch wasn't there, and with only 2 shots on target, that's going to be something that they'll have to fix moving forward.
Ball floated in. It's right at Bixby. Well, this 3 points will put Portland level on 9 points with OL Reign and Angel City, but a greater goal difference at +4. They've also scored 4 more goals than OL Reign and 5 more goals than Angel City. And from 8th to 3rd, it is just 1 point. A lot of coaches have talked about it, but Reen Wilkinson bringing it up again when we asked her about kind of her learning curves as she comes into this league as a coach for the first time, and she brought up parity and just how competitive every single match is. But tonight, this is all about the Portland Thorns. Bella Bixby will send this downfield.
The parity has been what's so fun about the NWSL this season. You look at San Diego Wave, who's in that #1 position right now in the standings, and then Houston Dash, who didn't have a great performance in the Challenge Cup, but they've turned it around just 6 games into the regular season.
So 3 goals and 3 points tonight for the Portland Thorns. They take down Angel City for the 2nd time this year in all competitions. Christine Sinclair, her 6th regular season brace. And a really, really solid performance for Portland as they snap their 4-game winless run and a second 3-0 victory at home in this regular season. as it's now time for the game-changing play of the game, brought to you by Ally. And it was this sumptuous service from Sophia Smith.
Hubley getting her first professional goal in the right spot at the right time and creating an opportunity off of a set piece. Smith did a really good job at the beginning of this game, getting the ball down the field and setting up her teammate to get on the board first against Angel City.
So a victorious evening tonight for the Portland Thorns as they dispatch Angel City by 3-0. We'll come back and wrap things up here from Providence Park, but a victorious Pride Night in Portland as the Thorns are victorious. Angel City have had
touchline. Reed just holding.
So the pressure
marked inside the box and it's a
victorious Pride Night at Providence Park in Portland. Christine Sinclair, a pair of goals, as Kelly Hubley also scores her first goal of her NWSL career. Gets a game ball to go along with it. As a couple of Canadians talking things over with Sinclair and Gilles. Let's look at the highlights, and we'll show you the goals here, starting in the 15th minute. Smith to Hubley.
Portland Thorns starting early, and it's Smith who had a really strong performance out of the gate. She had 6 crosses tonight, did a really good job of setting up Hubley in the first goal for the Portland Thorns, and they continued to put it down Angel City's throat. It's a really poor passing from Angel City as well. They need to fix their passing into the middle of the field and over top moving forward this season. Sinclair taking an opportunity and finishing and capitalizing on one of the mistakes from Angel City tonight. And it's Sinclair with the brace and Becky getting up that left flank. I like Becky down the left flank because she's done a really good job of cutting it inside, finding opportunities to take shots herself. Angel City was really one-directional, trying to find Charlie in behind was the only outlet they were going for. Just wasn't able to push it past Nally tonight. And it's a transitional moment that Portland Thorns were able to get their 3rd goal with Sinclair and the brace. Angel City just wasn't able to get back on defense and caught on their heels.
So 3 goals and the celebrations on tonight for the Portland Thorns. These are the updated standings going into a couple games tomorrow. Portland moves into 3rd, Angel City down to 5th.
Angel City in that 5 position, just over top that playoff role, but Houston Dash was a huge win too, 5-0 over the Orlando Pride. A great night of goals in the NWSL.
No doubt about it. 2 clean sheets and 8 goals total tonight in Portland. It was all Thorns. Next game up on Paramount Plus, Racing Louisville will be at home. For our entire crew, producer Bruno Santos, director Jose Bueso, Santi Guzman, and Jason Goebel, broadcast partner Anna Whitty, I'm Josh Eastern saying so long from Portland, where the Thorns are victorious 3-0 winners over Angel City. Good night.